Madness, and today we're doing the readings for the brand new year of 2026. And the book I'll be using to get all my intel from is called, and my son bought this for my last birthday, The Tarot Card Companion by Victoria Maxwell. It's quite a good book. It has little remedies, little quick spreads that you might want to just do, like to point out a particular thing rather than do a whole 6 card spread. You might just want to do, 10 card spread, you might just want to do 6 to get to the point. It's good to have different ways to look at things, different spreads to answer different questions, and it also goes into things like what does symbolism means on each card when it comes with different things like flowers and stars and butterflies. So the first card we pulled is the Six of Swords. So the next 6 days you may be travelling from a hot country or a hot part of the world back to a cold part of the world, or vice versa, a cold part of the world back to a hot part of the world. You may find that this has been very refreshing. Positive changes are on the way. Welcome relief from troubled times, travelling or relocating. So you may just be travelling to visit friends and family in a hot part of the world. And it's got stars and it looks like fireworks to me, which is what we had last night. So you might have spent New Year's in a different place with family, watching fireworks go off. It's all different. It's all got pinks and it's got greens, and he's got feathers on his back, which represents angelic assistance in getting you where you were meant to go there to visit extended family and friends. So that's a good card to pull. Then you've got the World. And the World card has got symbolism of, again, butterflies, which is transformation. There's stars at the top of his 2 gateways to the world, because we're in Capricorn energy right now. It's a father figure. So you may have gone to visit a father or a grandfather, because that's the Capricorn season. And there's 2 stars, 2 globes he's got, is a rite of passage. You may have passed into an initiation stage. It's hope, inspiration, divine guidance, wisdom, light in the darkness. Yeah, it's nice. It's a good card to get. And you've got flowers there. You've got laurel, which is victory, success, goals reached, achievement. So this is what you're hoping to achieve this year. And it's saying here, how can I celebrate my success and achievements? How can I reach my full potential? The world is my oyster. All my wildest dreams can come true. You may be travelling as well, because the World card says travel over water. So you may be going to, in the next 6 weeks, you may be travelling to another foreign land, and it may be cold in that land. It's saying here, you're realising your travel dreams, your rewards, your destiny, you have arrived. The world is your oyster. And it's achievement and triumph. It's empowering you. Notice all the good in your life. Remember that what you once wanted and what you now have. What do you focus on now, and next has huge potential for success. Be an active participant in your life and in your community. It's just saying to believe in yourself, not seeing all the successes that you've already had. You may have been withdrawing from the world too much. Focus on your spiritual and be out with community people. Is what it's saying. You can't hermit all the time and stuck with your mental health. So that's the advice. The challenge is to overcome the I can't do it mentality when you can. You can achieve victory if it's a study that you've been undergoing for quite some time, and you can't seem to get through this one challenge, this one roadblock. It's saying that to push through. The Nine of Wands is the weary battle. This is the weary warrior. The warrior that's come back from the battlefield, because it's been a battlefield trying to get through the study that you might be trying to achieve, trying to get success. And it's been an uphill battle. It's saying it's a challenge, but it's something that's teaching you something. You're just going to figure out what that lesson is. So it's saying not to give up. How can I stand strong in my situation? What support do I need to make it through this final push? I'm rewarded when I stay the course. I see things through. You may have to finish off work or creative projects. There is magic in seeing things through and getting things done. Sagittarius, fire, mustard seed, oil, cypress. It just says if you've been working hard for a long time, know that discipline and responsibility are needed now. There may be things that need your attention that you'd really rather walk away from, but it's important that you show up, stay true to your word, and do what you need to do. So this is to push on through. And this card also talks about health and looking after your physical health. I've got here the Bloodstone. The Bloodstone is a protective stone that helps look after the entire nervous system and body. If you've been under a lot of stress, I would have that on my person. Bloodstone is very good crystal to keep on your person when you've been sick. You may be trying a different diet. You might be doing, New Year's Eve cleansing diet so that you've got a fresh health or fresh outlook and a good fitness regime and getting your diet into practice. It's all about your diet and exercise. Once you've got that down, everything else follows. They said that to me when I was doing therapy a while ago, that it starts out with your diet. If your diet's wrong, you're going out partying too much, you're burning the candle at both ends, you get stressed out, then all of a sudden you're in trouble with the law, and then you're in trouble with something else because you spiraled. So it's saying to not spiral and to keep positive, keep doing positive things, positive energy in, negative energy out. And it can be quite a heady energy. Capricorn season to me is, it's all about hard lessons, and it's the parent, it's the father of the zodiac. Now the next card I've got is the Justice card, and I've got here put on top. If you're traveling, which I have put on the wrong spot, adventuring is very good for travel. It's for good luck on your travels. And the Justice card is 8. In some decks, it's 11, depending. I've got a jingle in my ear. This is like confirmation. So you might see an injustice that you want to fix. Something that was done to you or around you, and you don't feel like you've had justice. Justice has not been rewarded. You feel like you've been overlooked. Courage, bravery. What are my strengths? See, it's come up. Strengths card is 8 in this deck, in this card reading, but it's actually 11. It's the Libran card. So if you could be a Libran, I've got a Libran sun. I'm reading for an air sign, so this is across the board here. How can I trust? How can I be just, fair, and honest in all my dealings? How can I live with more integrity? I am balanced and aligned decisions. I am fair and honest, and I live a life of integrity. Yeah. It's talking about justice will prevail, trust in the law of karma, knowing that eventually everyone will stand before justice is sword and scales, including you. Look at your life and consider the effects of your actions. Focus on creating positive karma for yourself and living your life with integrity, truth, and doing what's the right thing so you reap positive karmic rewards. Justice can also represent legal issues or court cases, but you will win in the end. Do a good deed to balance your karma. And I put selenite there to magnify that on every crystal. If you carry it on your person like I do in a pouch, I keep selenite to magnify good health, good luck. And tiger's eye is also protection. It's also, if you have 2 of them, I find that too strong. I had 2 in the same room, and I couldn't sleep because it was just too much energy. Yeah, it was too much. It kept me wide awake, so I had to give one of them away. 6 of Wands is victory, so this is what's going to come eventually. In the next 6, I'm going to say, days, you're going to get some sort of victory. So if you've been pushing for some type of justice done in your favour, you'll come out on top. Air sign. Let's see if I can find it. Different book and it's in different areas. I'm just getting used to it. Hang on, 6. There it is. Victory, recognition, validation, success, confidence, self-esteem, leadership, popularity, fame, honour, pride, and triumph. It's saying here, crystal is the topaz. Well, I haven't got topaz, but I've got tiger's eye. It's a Leo card. It's a fire. It's tangerine is the colour that you can wear to overcome challenges. So you wear lots of earthy colours like oranges and reds. And that's what we're in this season is the colour. Accept, honour and recognise your success. Be proud of yourself for all you achieved. More victory and recognition can be yours if you believe in yourself and the ability to succeed. Validation may come from others, but validate yourself first. Yes. Where am I not recognising my achievements? How can I own my success? So you just have to have faith, as the old saying goes, with a mustard seed of the truth. Yeah, the mustard seed is what you have to use to believe in yourself. Now we've got Wisdom of the Oracle by Baron Reed. I'll just take 2 cards out of that one. This soy candle is absolutely beautiful. I got it for Christmas off my auntie. And it's got pine, cinnamon sugar, toasted marshmallows, and it's just divine. It smells like Christmas cake. So I thought I'd put it in. It's from Dusk. I know because I went in there before Christmas looking around at all those candles because I love I love candles, big fan of them. I use them whenever I do a reading. And being red, red's a good colour. Red is a festive colour. It is also reminds you of your childhood. Red is a colour that kids gravitate towards because children love strong colours, and red is an uplifting colour. So I try to wear red whenever I can. I did it at my Auntie Linda's funeral because she loved red. So this is why I'm lighting it for her as well. Truth be told, it's also passion. We've got another justice card. That fell out. I didn't even have to pick that. Here we go. Fork in the road. Yeah, fork in the road. Yeah, I think this is true. This is actually very true. So this is a past, present, future. I just had to pull it because it fell out, so I'm going to read it. Can't always control what the cards want to do. They will come out as they see fit. So in the past, you've got a Y card, and this is 31. There is great power in understanding your motives right now. The Oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for the answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. Sometimes people trigger us, or someone's behavior triggers us. And it's unresolved issues from the past that you haven't cleared up with someone in particular. And you're asking yourself, why am I still feeling like this? And why did I say that? And spend some time in introspection. This is the time when we think about the people that we've lost over the holiday period, people that have passed away, and thinking about how we want to move forward. And, sometimes this is a very sad part of the year. Most people don't like to celebrate New Year's because they've lost someone. What does it tell you about yourself and others? In the end, life is all about being loved. Miracles and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of the why. Uncover them by posing the most powerful question that you can ask yourself and your partner today: why? Truth be told is, again, backs up with the justice card. So it's come up twice now. This is currently what's happening. 14. Okay. There is a truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is truth, subjective, according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed. People tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they have to say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to tell the truth, or to see the truth about what you share with each other, and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based on your personality and experience of up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back, speak your truth and listen. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to experience the prosperous life you desire? If you want to be an artist, do you make your art a priority? If you want to be a healer, do you set time aside to learn new things to help you serve? A writer must write and a singer must sing. Being true to your calling is essential to your moving forward, which is why I was called to do the reading today. I have to keep momentum up. I can't just do one every month. I'm going to try and do one every week or so, or every couple of days, because I currently don't own a computer. I borrowed it from the library. I'm going to get one though for my birthday. There's another oracle message here too. It's time to have a look at the real, honest truth about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about prosperity, about your relationship to money, to compensation, and to meaningful work. Ask yourself, what is true for me, and you'll find the key to abundance. Yeah, so that's about putting in the work. Fork in the road. This is 13. You may be asked to figure out whether to go left or to go right. Time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less travelled or the one well worn by others who've come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction. It is an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. You've reached a moment of truth in the evolution of your relationship. Which will you choose, to open up the possibility of love, or to remain isolated, or to go deeper and commit to mutual passion, or to walk away? This is the time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do. Invest and give, then choose. You cannot make a wrong choice. If you move forward with a relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. You will have made a conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone, or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of genuine connection. All roads lead to this lesson. You must learn in your relationships. Regardless of the decision to make it, it will place you on the path to a truer experience of the heart. Yeah, some people want more commitment than what you're willing to give, and you need to be upfront and tell them, I'm only ready for this much commitment. I only want to be dating you. I don't want to get engaged. I don't want to get married. I just want to be with you and be in a relationship. And that's all you need to say to this person. That way, there's no expectations and there's no resentments building because you're both being honest with communication. And it was New Year's Eve. Most dead people walk the earth. New Year's Eve is the time when people can come to see you because it's a new year. So the death of the old year, the ringing in of the new year, it's like All Hallows Eve. It's one of those magical times to connect with a passed on loved one. My grandmother came to me last night. She was sitting right over me, watching me as I was half asleep. I was in and out of sleep. This morning I was. And she was asking me if I was looking after myself, and I said I was. And I was eating properly, and I just have problems with sleep. And she said, well, I'm watching you. I'm looking after you. She said, I know you worry about your boys. They're not here at the moment. They're in Brisbane. She said, but I'm keeping a close eye on them. She said, you need to make sure you eat healthy. Go to the chemist and get some a boost, an immunity boost, or something to get your immune system back on track, which I'm looking into. It's called magnesium, and I take fish oil every day, and I take aspirin every day. So I'm very healthy. I don't eat junk food. I rarely eat junk food. It's a rare thing, and I walk like 20 kilometres a day. So I'm on the right path. I've been like this for quite some time, and it helps me mentally. And she said, your stress levels are too high right now. You need to pull the stress back in and do something that makes you de-stress, which is walking in nature, swimming, writing, reading, doing YouTube channels. It's something that'll help you get in touch with your inner guide. But it was like she was right there and I could touch her. I haven't seen her since I was 13. So she must have been worried about my health because I've had a really bad year with my health. My immune system's been awful. I get every cold you can think of. So she's saying to me, I need you to watch over your health. And she always wanted me to travel. She would take me on bus trips. Unfortunately, she died when she was 53. So I think she's trying to warn me, don't end up like her, dying too young. She died of leukemia. And she stressed a lot too. She was a stress head like me. And she was a psychic. So she understands where I get it from, along with my other grandmother. I had two grandmothers that were psychic. So the chances of me being a psychic was extremely high. My kids are very in tune as well. One of them in particular. So, and he's also a Scorpion, like my grandmother. So there's that. The other one, yes, bits and pieces, but the other one, very emotional, very switched on, very tuned in like I am. So I think that comes from my side of the family. But in saying that, his father's side of the family had a few psychic people in his side of the family. So it comes from both sides. They were known as Wiccans. Some of them were Wiccan. On the art side, they were used to practice magic. I don't know what type of magic. I'm hoping it wasn't bad magic, but they did. So there's that high priestess energy, high priest energy. And that's all I have for you today, signs.